Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin and Cardano. Just a quick update, not too many movements, but I really want to emphasize that there is still one more risk for everybody who actually is expecting lower prices. I know a lot of people here following this channel are expecting lower prices, and I can only emphasize the importance to consider at least, I can't give you financial advice, to consider having at least a foot in the door in case you try to wait for the absolute low, which in my view is always very, very difficult to catch anyway. Therefore, in the current environment, I like to dollar cost average in. This will obviously stop when we break above certain levels. Then I will look into selling, not into buying anymore. So it might seem at the moment that I'm only buying, not selling, but that is the case because we have attractive prices. And if we then make our 2x, 3x with Bitcoin, that is not when I want to buy anymore. That is then when I switch over to selling, waiting for the next major dip. Yeah, just to emphasize that. Currently here, Bitcoin last major high was here, obviously, that wave B in November. Before that, that in my view was an impulse to the upside back in April, moved down in a correction, wave B to the upside, wave C down. That wave C should end below the wave A. That is what I primarily wait for. So far, it's been playing out this scenario. If we zoom in here for Bitcoin, it has done so far what was planned. So if you remember, we had here on the chart the retracement levels, of this wave 4 to the upside. So if I draw the Fibonacci retracements from that wave 2 high to the wave 3 low, then we can open up the Fibonacci levels for that wave 4, and that wave 4 should not have moved above 46.5. That would have been the 0.5 Fibonacci retracement level. It didn't move higher, so therefore it's looking good. This was planned basically, or expected. My primary expectation was that from here we are starting our move down again, which we are doing. Had we broken above it, and of course this is a possibility, then we would have had to look at an alternative scenario. And this could allow this alternative scenario would have allowed prices of all the way up to 65k. Ideally would have been 55k. This would then have been an extension to the current correction. This would have been a wave B, and we've seen that before. This here was a wave B as well, something that is tricking people into a too bullish scenario. I mean, yes, we made a new all-time high, but this was only part of the correction. That is my argument. Basically a huge fake out that made many people buy still up here, waiting for the 100k, but in the end it was only a wave B, and we're now in this wave C, which in the end, in an ideal case, comes lower than the wave A low, which was here back in June 21, at 28.7k. That is what I'm waiting for. So looking at the imminent movements, we have hit my yellow target area for this wave 3. So we've started, in my view now, and this is only my current assumption, this is not confirmed yet at all. So we have seen here an ABC move to the upside, which was that wave 4, with a peak at 46k or 45.5, no, it was 46k. Since then we've moved down, hit support here on the 14th of February, moved up, built a channel, a descending channel. I did point out the potential here that this was a wave 2 already when it happened, because it was only a lower high. We would have needed here a higher high to really break out of this structure and move into this alternative scenario in which higher levels would have been possible. That wasn't the case. Therefore, it made me more confident to say that we're going to go down from here. So we then started our move down, broke here out of this channel to the downside, then retested that channel from below, moved into a sideways pattern. We talked about it, trend continuation pattern, then broke down further. We are now in this target area for a wave 3. This is typically the ideal level for a wave 3, the one between the 1.618 extension and the 200% extension of the wave 1. Now we are consolidating here as expected. As I said this morning, we are oversold on the 1 hour chart, so you need to bring that up. You can do that either by moving up, or you can do that by moving sideways, and it takes time. Okay, so there's only two ways to correct for an asset, or a chart, and that is basically through time or through price moves. And at the moment we're just consolidating sideways. As we are consolidating sideways, for me that means personally at the moment that we have not yet seen the low of the wave 3. Otherwise you would probably see a bounce here somewhere and would move up in this wave 4 target area, and the target area at the moment sitting between 40.2k and 42k, 40.2 and 42. But this will move depending on where the low of the wave 3 is. Okay, so at the moment we are, in my view, already in the wave 3. It could become an extended wave 3 and could push lower, but currently the support line of that I would personally see here at 37.2, 37.3. There is still a risk that we are obviously going higher from here. And I mean that as a risk because I'm not very happy with the whole Bitcoin structure. I don't think it will support new all-time highs. I want to see those lower levels to really allow Bitcoin to make new all-time highs. Okay, therefore I talk about a move up currently as a risk, because it would not allow the price to make new all-time highs. It would only be an extended of the whole correction. I don't think anyone wants that, or at least most people would prefer a fast completion of that correction and then a move to new all-time highs, because that's what people have been waiting for all along, including myself. But at the moment, I would rather want to see those lower levels, and as soon as we have hit my target area for Bitcoin, I will really become super bullish, and then we can talk about new all-time highs. But we're not there yet. There is, as I said, still a risk that we could move up from here and move to the 46.5k level and break it to the upside, to the alternative scenario. Yeah, I think this would only be really, really confirmed, this downtrend, until we move below the 33k level. Yeah, that wave 3 low. Absolutely. Otherwise, there is never a guarantee anyway. You know, there is never a guarantee. In the end, even if we move up from here, it would be just a higher low. You know, at the moment we're not there yet where we need to get to. But in the end, what you can see here then potentially, as you can see already in the chart and how I labeled it with this ABC and this potential 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this could really become a head and shoulders pattern. You can see it on the chart how this adds up as a head and shoulders pattern, and that could then really take us down to my target area in a final wave 5. ADA losing price further from my previous video as well, getting closer to that 92 cent level. That was the level that I expected after the break of this horizontal support level that was at $1.02. We talked about the head and shoulders that we saw here on the ADA chart. You can see it more clearly on the 1 hour chart. That head and shoulders was broken, and the price target actually of that head and shoulders even takes us below 92 cents. 92 is just the next key support. That is where we had support here on the 22nd of January. And it is an important support level. So far it did hold, but also here the potential is that we're already in this wave 3 here. And we can see actually that it looks fairly impulsive. So you are coming down more than you're actually correcting to the upside. That also is one confirmation of an impulse. And yeah, we could also move lower than this. If we break the 92 to the downside, that would also be my primary expectation. And that we are then moving to the next Fibonacci level at 55 cents. Also here, ADA oversold on the shorter time frames, also indicating either sideways movement, consolidation, or a slight move up now. And you can see that on the 4 hour chart as well, oversold on the RSI. On the daily chart, you're not yet oversold. We are bouncing in the bearish range as we have done it since September. You can see it here on the RSI since September, pretty much in the bearish range this year, September. There were a few fake outs, but nothing too crazy. And if we take a look on the MACD, also here, similar to Bitcoin, we've got the bearish crossover on the MACD, just indicating further price drops. Yeah, of course, I'll make you aware if we see here some moves to the upside. At the moment, we're getting closer to the 92 cent level, as you can see on the right-hand side, currently dropping in line with Bitcoin, actually nearly below 38k Bitcoin now, and ADA dropping further as well. That's my view here on Bitcoin and Cardano. Hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please smash the like button and subscribe. And if you really like the content, maybe consider to join as a channel member for access to Telegram, Discord, and a weekly live stream. Thanks a lot for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.